Hello, hello Pisces. Welcome to your October 2018 overview reading. This is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Pisces. And if you don't know what your sun, moon, and rising sign is, I will put the website that I like to use up in the top right corner. I'm not sponsored, it's just a website that I am really fond of. So that is how you can check it out. And I have some housekeeping stuff to take care of at the end of the video, so if you are interested in hearing about that, stay tuned until the end. And I also want to let everyone know that I now have a mailbox, which I am so excited about, because that means I can actually receive physical mail. So you can, I'll talk more about this at the end, but I just thought that I would mention it here in case you are interested in that as well. Okay, so there we go. Everything's all mapped out. Tune into your body, see if anything wants to come up today. Just notice what's going on a physical level, and if you would like anything in particular to come up, just set your intention for the reading. Okay, first thing for Pisces in October, Goddess. So I think that you're really feeling empowered this month. It might be since we're heading towards a watery season, you know, towards the end of October, we'll be moving into Scorpio season. And so I think there's like this building, accumulative, you feeling really aligned and supported during October. The Witchling is determination. Determination is the power within to keep you from giving up on your dreams. So this is a really great time to practice. If you're feeling uncomfortable, if you feel like you're outside of your comfort zone, it's like keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. You want to keep doing that for yourself. Okay, and then the animal for you is bees. So this is definitely reminding me of worker bee, as well as collaboration with others, because bees work together really well, and bees are really great communicators. And so you're kind of able to embrace some of this during October. Now, the word for you this month is co-creation. Let go of competition. Let's see if this is focusing. Relax ideas of perfection. Embrace playmates. Let the expression of your gifts create opportunities for others. So this really is about the collaboration piece that I brought up here. And remember, there's enough space for everyone up at the top. So it's kind of like, I was telling a friend, like, just because, you know, that guy's ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend is really hot doesn't mean you can't be hot too. Like, that's kind of the energy that's happening here, is like, it's not mutually exclusive. Just because someone's successful doesn't mean you can't be successful. It's like, why can't both happen? And if you're getting locked into any thoughts of like, oh, well, one person is X, so that means I can't be that way too, then you might want to check, you know, are you feeling competitive? Are you feeling like you're comparing yourself to others? Just check in with yourself around stuff like that. Okay, now the central energy for you is the Queen of Chalices. This is what I was talking about with the Goddess card, like really feeling yourself, feeling like you're the sensitive, nurturing, compassionate, intuitive being that you are. And so it's kind of like you get to embrace feeling at home is kind of what this energy has. It's just like this building of there's a lot of confidence coming off of this reading. You're determined, you're collaborating. You might feel a little bit more competitive or comparing yourself, but other than that, it's that vitality and energy that you're bringing into wherever you go. What you need to know about the month of October is the Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify this. Let me see. Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Arrows. So this is kind of like if you're dealing with some fear or frustration or limitations. This is also like Watch yourself for perfectionism, which I find that Pisces aren't technically perfectionists. I find that, you know, with your mutable qualities and really being able to work with the collective well, you don't have to deal with a lot of perfectionism, fortunately, but that might be getting amplified this month. It might be something where rather than just saying, nope, I'm scared, it's not perfect, it's not meeting an unrealistic standard, so I'm just going to duck out, you want to keep leaning into any fears that are coming up. Okay, so lean into it, lean into it, lean into it, because the only way that you're going to be able to shift the things that you have going on, the only way that you're going to be able to really adjust your mindset is if you expose yourself to something that scares you and you have a different experience. And even if it takes a few times for you to experience the fear itself, it's about breaking past that. Now, the second not the second quarter. The advice for you is the Ace of Wands, and this is just about going for it, like taking the risks, initiating. I think that Pisces, initiate this month. It's going to be such a great energy for you to pursue the things that you want, and I think it's all coming from this confidence, like, yes, you can do it. The determination and leaning into the fear is the exact recipe that you need to get the things that you want. I think that your biggest desires are on the table right now. Like in October, this is the game-changing month, and this has been coming up a lot. It might be the cardinal energy of like, yep, get started, do that thing. And so it looks like you have the confidence to take risks. You have the determination to get the things that you want. And if you're confronting your fears along the way, then it's going to be even more successful in October. And this is the external influences. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to clarify this. Most of the time, this is reading very different for me. Most of the time, I would say leave space for miracles. You know, don't write the script, but that's not it here. That's not the total story going on with the Wheel of Fortune. Child of Cups. Okay. So this has to do with your emotional processes, your emotional relationships, your connections with others. This could easily be partnership related, especially if that's something that you're healing. It's kind of like starting fresh. And the Child of Cups or the Page of Cups is really good at not being jaded. So it's kind of like, rather, you know, the Page of Cups hasn't been through disappointment. The Page of Cups hasn't experienced heartache. And so you can kind of put yourself out there and take risks because you don't know any better. And so it looks like there's a right environment for that. Again, this is the external experience. And if you kind of dive in and take the risk, even though you can't see totally what's going to happen on the other side, that's where the magic happens. If you play it safe, if you're too guarded, if you're too concerned with the outcome, you're going to hold yourself back. Okay, now what's healing for you is the Ace of Swords. I'm going to clarify this one too. Okay, and then we have the Knight of Cups. So again, you're doing a lot of emotional healing, but I think in large part this has to do with your perception of the way that things are happening. And it's kind of like, one of my favorite quotes is, just because you think it doesn't mean you have to believe it. And that is what's happening here. Because the Ace of Swords is about that idea, that immediate idea, that spark of aha. And the Knight of Cups is kind of that like emotional offer. So it seems that the Ace of Swords being that that idea, that crazy idea, that wild idea, it's healing for you. So it's something where you can really get a lot done if you're challenging yourself in October, if you're pushing past your limiting beliefs, if you're confronting the times and spaces that you've been hurt and just honoring that as you go. You're going to find that even the assumptions that you're making are changing, and they're not going to be so severe. They're going to come from more of a realistic place rather than just coming from strictly the fear centers of your brain. Now, what's shifting out for you is the Hierophant. So this is really, really structured. I think this might be some boundaries are evolving. Like there are some boundaries that you've had for yourself that are kind of shifting. I think that this is all in service of you taking risks. Again, there's a lot of guarded energy that's showing up here, and it's like you're moving out of that. You're challenging that part of yourself that wants to hide. You're challenging that part of yourself that wants to shy away from things that might scare you. You're challenging all of those parts of yourself. So it's a great, great, great month to experiment and just take risks, because you kind of get one go, right? You get one shot in this lifetime, in this incarnation, and so you really have this golden opportunity to do things differently. Now, the oncoming energy for you is Four of Wands. Okay, so there could be like events coming up. This is reading kind of like celebration, like spending time with people, things coming together, and it might be, you know, heading into holidays. It tends to be a time when people gather. It can also be really sensitive. And so I'm going to encourage you to kind of get together a game plan, especially if this is a sensitive time. What can you do to make this a more enjoyable experience for yourself, even if it's a painful time of year that we're heading into? The Four of Wands is about connection and, you know, everyone kind of coming together. And so I think that if you start to give this a little bit of thought now, you're going to see that it just goes really smoothly, and you can actually enjoy the approaching season. So this looks good. I'm getting a lot of imagery about like home and hearth and spending time with people that you care about. And so that's kind of what's coming up here is like, that's really potent for Pisces this year in particular. Okay. And this is the last reading that I'm doing. This has not come up for any other sign. And like, this is a very different reading than what everyone else has had. So, yeah, you use this. Now, the first quarter, if you're new to my channel, I do a timeline. So this is the first quarter week-ish of October, second, third, and fourth quarter. So that'll be where you end up at the end of October. First thing coming up for Pisces is Twin. Okay, so you're having a lot reflected to you. Okay, what I mean by that is that you're either going to have a friend or a partner, or something is reflecting back to you a lot of what you have going on and a lot of what you're working through. And it looks like it's supportive energy. So you kind of get that reflection, and again, the collaboration and co-creation of like, oh yes, we're seeing and experiencing the same thing. So that looks really good. Second quarter, we have good things all around. Good things coming in, good things coming up, good things, good things, good things. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy this month. Take risks. Let things roll off your shoulders as best as you can and keep going. You have to keep attempting. Otherwise, you're going to get the same lesson over and over and over again. If you never challenge yourself, if you don't utilize this confidence that you're gaining in October, it's kind of going to go to waste. You know, you want to take advantage of this energy. I'm serious about this. It's really important to utilize this to the best of your ability. All right, quarter 3, we have sometimes that is never, something that is never truly yours. Okay, so this is about your perception, like your perception of yourself. Part of me wants to clarify this. I haven't clarified a timeline on any other reading, but I am just curious. 3 of coins. So it's kind of like where, you guys know I ask this a lot. Where is your effort going? Where is your energy going? Like, are you investing in things that are not yielding results? Are you taking risks? Are you diversifying your risks? Are you, like, where is the effort going, and is it going into something that you're perceiving will make a change, but you're trying to impact free will? You know, ask yourself those questions. And then quarter 4, we have mysterious mother. And so this actually looks like, what I'm getting is like this wild and mysterious, like, support or miracle. I think that you have this culmination of support that's shining through, and then by the end of the month you're gonna see, wow, things are really, really coming together, and like things are working out. I think it's kind of like you're seeing the miracle and the light at the end of the tunnel by the end of October. So it's like something is coming full circle for you. And I want to be clear, more miracles are going to appear, or not miracles, but I mean, rewards is a better word. You will be rewarded for challenging yourself. If you don't do anything this month, you're not going to get this, because you're just going to have to deal with the same lesson over and over and over again. If you're challenging your fears and your boundaries, that may have been holding you back or making you play it safe, that's when you get this. That's when you get to see all of the good things that come out of your efforts. Okay, now we're doing a 3-card pick. Pick a card, any card, or you are welcome to ask a question, ask for guidance, pick as many or as few cards as you'd like, whatever you want to do. Okay, card number 1, we have death, total restart, right? So it's kind of like, if you're challenging yourself, if you're evolving, if you're allowing yourself to kind of push past your barriers, that's when you get to see all of the new growth come up. Okay, card number 2, we have 8 of Pentacles. This is you getting to work, getting things done, making things happen. Good things don't always come without effort. So some things do, and some things you do have to give it a little bit of time, love, attention, care, and effort. So make sure that you're still putting in the work when and however you can. Card number 3, we have the Emperor. So this is like your own internal stability, feeling grounded, stable, secure, centered. It's a good time to connect with things that make you feel grounded. And that might be a person, it might be an environment, it might be something else. But just think about the things that make you feel grounded and how you can get more of that for yourself. Okay, so that's all for the reading portion of this. And again, just want to remind everybody, if you want to know what the address is for the new mailbox, it is in the description box below. And if you, I know that I've been getting some requests to do reviews of tarot decks. And so you're welcome to send it to me if you would like to, or if you have something else in mind. I'm totally available for that. So I'm just excited to play around with it. I don't think I can commit to pen pal stuff right now, just because I don't know if it's going to be busy, if it's going to be sparse. I'm just experimenting with this, so bear with me. But I think it'll be really, really fun to see what we can do with actual mail. So that is in the description box. I also want to let you know I'm going to be going on vacation from October 5th to the 17th. So if you want to work with me, it's going to be a good time to do that if you're watching in September or the beginning of October. While I'm gone, if you still want to submit a reading, you can. I'm just not going to be doing them until the 18th. And so forth. My autoresponder will be on if you want to get a hold of me, so you can get all of the resources there. And I want to let you know that my prices for my email tarot spreads are going to be going up by $5 as of November 1st. And so if you want to take advantage of my current prices, I would do that in October while you can. I mean, it's not a massive increase, it's just a minor one, but the holiday season is when things really pick up. So if you want to get a 2019 reading, I'm going to make that option available as soon as this video comes out. It'll be on my website and you can select that time frame. So if that's something that you want to do, I'm taking submissions for 2019 readings so I can get started on those for everybody. And otherwise, if you want to wait, that's fine too. No big deal. And that is all that I have for you, Pisces. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. And until next time, don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Have a beautiful October. I wish you all the best, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.